Hello, Leo. This is Michelle from Divine Intuition, and welcome to your monthly Teroscope reading for this month of April, for the month of April 2023. For this reading, like always, I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot, and I thought to change it up a bit for this reading. I'm also going to be using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart for this reading. I think we were using the Psychic Tarot before, but now we'll be using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, just because I feel we're going to need to be working on our heart space this month of April. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see what's in store for you guys for this month of April for my lovely Leos. Okay. Let's see. All right. We start off with the King of Cups. We also have the King of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Shadow side. Okay, so let's take a look at this further. Okay, so you do have a bit of contrast in energies for this month. For this month of April, Leo, you are going back and forth in regards to your persona, to your personality. You are kind of like the King of Cups this month of April, but you're also kind of like the King of Swords. So you may be fluctuating between personalities. You may be giving yourself a bit to others and then kind of retracting back, giving and retracting, giving and retracting. So I feel like this has to do something regarding to situations that happen to you. Some situations have made you pull back a bit more. Some situations have made you a little bit more cautious, Leo, of certain dealings and certain situations you have to handle in regards to perhaps your workplace, in regards to people and relationships, in regards to anything you're dealing with that involves connection or perhaps connections with uh, coworkers or family members or love relationships, right? So you are cautious this month of April in regards to those things. You are like the King of Swords for this month of April, but you are also like the King of Cups as well. So there are moments where you will give of yourself, Leo. You are very in tune with the waters. Same time, you have a lot to give. You have a lot to offer, Leo. You're very emotionally available to others. You provide a lot of love. You provide a lot of attention, emotional attention. You have that sensitivity, but it's just that you are a kind of cautious at this time because of the King of Swords here. Due to you being much more cautious, there is kind of like a back and forth of energy between water and air. And I feel like that has to do with certain things that you had to deal with, probably that were a little bit conflicting, right? So the shadow card is about situations that were a little bit toxic, certain things that you had to deal with that didn't bring the best out of you and didn't bring the best out of the people around you. So probably in your workplace or in family situations, it's just the people you were dealing with or had to deal with, they just didn't have the proper conduct or behavior, and so that leads into kind of toxic patterns. And so these patterns can be they can be like repetitive. And so because they're repetitive, it has turned you into the King of Swords. So you are much more cautious. You are much more cautious when it comes to these dealings with situations with people, just because you've experienced situations like this before. And because of this, you are a little bit more cautious in regards to your dealings with others, in regards to maybe business relationships or interactions with other people, maybe in regards to relationships. So there are certain toxic behaviors or negative patterns that are quite repetitive in your surroundings and with dealings with other people. So that's something that you have to kind of resolve, Leo, with others. It is what's pulling you back from being like the King of Cups, because you can be quite watery, even though you're a Leo. You have a strong fire sign in you, but you have your waters. You can tune into your waters, and you can provide a lot to others, and you can provide a lot of emotion to other people, right? You're very compassionate, you're very sentimental, and you're a great listener. So you're a very great listener towards other people, right? But some people tend to take advantage or take for granted your kindness, your generosity, your caring and your love towards others, right? So because of that, there's a bit of a struggle in wanting to stay like that. So you kind of go into kind of the King of Swords kind of mode and kind of retract and kind of isolate or kind of keep your boundaries or you stay distance in a way because of these patterns that keep repeating themselves, these toxic patterns that are not healthy for you and anyone that you're dealing with. So that's why I feel that you're kind of pulling back, Leo, for this month of April. But same time, you are quite emotionally available if anybody wants to approach you in that sense and don't have those negative patterns. You are ready to be like the king of cups. You have that essence, you have that energy in you. It's just that, there's certain situations that don't allow you to be like the king of cups. But you do bring out that part of you when you do have the opportunity and when you do feel safe in your environment to bring out that personality. Now, I do see things being quite secure for you for this month of April. The Ten of Pentacles is about financial security, financial abundance. So you may start to feel more abundant this month of April, more financially secure. Maybe certain things that you're working on financially to bring more security, to bring in more finances. It's just working out for you, whether it is a business venture, whether it is in your workplace. You are bringing more financial income for you. It is quite much more secure for you. You have quite a lot of investment. You are investing a lot, Leo, for yourself and for maybe your family, because this is also a family card. So yeah, the Ten of Pentacles is the maximum amount of abundance from all the pentacles. So there is much more security for you coming your way for this month of April. I feel like you will have your financial abundance or your financial security, or you'll have your investments all set up for you, right? So, whatever you've been investing or working on or working really hard on, you're going to see results come for you, Leo. You're going to see the security, the financial security come forward, and the investments kind of be profitable, right? So I look forward for this because I do see it being quite successful, Leo, okay? And quite secure as well. So let's take a few cards more for Leo. Felix is saying hi. Hi, Felix. Luna is behind in her little bed. Saying hi. Okay, let's take a few more cards. Okay, we do have sadness and isolation. We have heart chakra. We have solar plexus chakra. We have success and growth. So that's wonderful. That's great news in regards to your finances. So if you were struggling financially, Leo, which I did feel like in your other readings, there was some sort of instability or feeling insecurity in that sense, in terms of finances, in terms of emotions as well. There is success coming your way, Leo. There is success and growth. So whatever you're building, whatever you're working hard towards, it's growing. You're going to see results. It's growing like a plant. So look forward for that. You are kind of reaching a level of maturity as well as your foundations are being rooted and you're learning to take care of your roots and you're learning to take care of your foundations in a proper way. And understanding that things take time and slow and steady, but very consistent. So you are building the tree and you are seeing the plants kind of grow, the tree or the plant grow, right? So it is a symbolism of your finances being in a much better place in this month of April, right? Whatever you're investing, whatever you're working towards, Leo, you will see results, and um, you will see success in what you're building. So work really hard for this month of April, because you're going to start seeing results very quickly, actually. Something that you're working on very intensely, and something that you're putting a lot of intention in it, perhaps a lot of affirmations into it, a lot of vision in it, right? It's helping it blossom quicker and faster. So you are kind of, you see, because I do feel here in your mind, your mentality is growing. There's a level of maturity and understanding what you're dealing with, and what you're investing, what you're building is quite secure. It's quite abundant. So there is a level of growth when it comes to finances, and when it comes to building something for yourself, in terms of a foundation. If you're building a foundation, if you're building more security for yourself, more money, um, finding other ways to earn money, it's going to be successful. And there's number 8. So number 8 is the power card. So there's a sense of power, and a sense of level of power that you feel in this month of April, Leo, right? And you're going to feel very, you will be in your element, you will be like the Leo, right? So you are quite firm and steady in what you're doing. You're with your roots well planted on the ground, and with your foundation very firm. So things are coming in for you quite successfully with what you're working on. Yeah, there will be success, and there will be growth in what you're building. And whatever you're building, whatever you're working towards, whether it be a business, whether you're starting off a business, whether you're starting out a form to earn money, you're going to see it grow more and more. You're going to see it accelerate. There will be growth. So you're going to see it progress, right? And you're going to see success in it as well. Um, you're gonna need to work on your solar plexus, though, Leo. There is your solar plexus is struggling a little bit to kind of have that confidence and boost to push on forward into what you're building, in order to bring more money into your life, or success, um, or in order to build what you want to build, in order to firm your foundation. It does need more fueling internal. Your internal fuel needs to be more, yeah, there needs to be more fire in you, in your solar plexus, and you're kind of lacking that. And I don't blame you. Probably you've been through a lot, right? Maybe certain things in regards to your solar plexus has been harmed, and so because of your solar plexus being harmed in that sense, you need to work on it again, so that you gain the confidence to build your financial income again, to set yourself solid, to restabilize, to keep your foundation firm. So because you lack that fire, because it has been wounded, it's hard to push it much more faster, and it's hard to accelerate it much more quickly, the growth, for it to accelerate much more quickly. But when you do have that boost of confidence, or that fire in you, like a Leo, it does move quickly. You are capable of progressing quite quick. But once in a while it drops, right? Because there is a wound there that you need to heal. So heal your solar plexus, work on certain crystals like citrine crystal, tiger's eye. There's a lot of crystals you can use for your solar plexus in order to heal and reactivate it. Use a generator, a citrine generator. So there's many forms to kind of heal the solar plexus and heal that wound, to boost that fire, to start kickstarting what you want to do. You just need that boost. You just need that, solar energy, right? That vitality again. And that's what the solar plexus is all about, that helps you move forward in life, is to boosting that kind of vitality and confidence and will and fire, and pushing it forward to move fast. So if you kind of heal your solar plexus, and if you heal those wounds within you, you're going to see the progression of your success move quite quickly, and yeah, it will grow much more faster, and you're going to see more security in your life, and more of a solid foundation. You just need to kind of work on this. The more you work on your solar plexus, the faster these situations will come, because you will push yourself much more faster, much more forward, with more intensity in what you want to build, because you are healing your solar plexus, right? So it all comes to you, right? So Leo, there are certain things though keeping you a little bit on a low energy, low vibration, because there are certain things, certain emotions that still are affecting you. You're still purging certain things or certain emotional things that are quite challenging to deal with. So there is some sort of sadness and isolation here, Leo, that I see for you. You are trying to push on forward on going through all these challenges, and they can be quite difficult to deal with. Nobody wants to go through some sort of isolation or go through some sadness in regards to the situation. So you can be dealing with things at home, you can be dealing with things in your relationships, your previous relationships, family situations, or you can be grieving, right? Losses. So there is certain things that you're still pretty overwhelmed in April. Well, they're not going to take over the whole month, but they come once in a while like waves, right? And you're gonna really need to ground yourself and balance yourself to handle these emotions, right? Because sometimes it can be strong, right? But because you are in such because you're shifting, your energy is shifting into kind of like a higher vibration. I feel like because you're working so much on yourself with your solar plexus, and there's just so much growth here and positivity with what you're trying to do. There's like an illumination within you. There's suddenly you're kind of pushing forward from the sadness. Perhaps this was you in the past. You were very much like this, retracted, concealed, preventing yourself from going outwards to experiencing new experiences, meeting new people, learning new things, pushing more forward in what you want to do. You're quite instead the opposite. You are retracting, right? And that has to do with a lot of pain that you were dealing with from the past, from situations that happened to you, right? And it's quite hard to deal with it, quite hard to handle all these situations and emotions, right? But in the month of April, I see you pulling away from that darkness and moving towards more of like an illuminated state of being, where like a lot of things that you had to deal with emotionally, you kind of were able to get through them and pull through. Then now you have room to kind of push on forward in a much more but much more positive way and in a much more positive mindset. So your mindset probably was in a very low state, but in this month of April, your mindset is very quite positive, very illuminated, right? Very illuminated. So there's more light within you, and you're projecting more light outwardly because of the things that you are working on towards, right? That's bringing success and growth. And also this working on your solar plexus, that helps a lot. So there will be sadness, of course, that you're probably going to go through it again, but it's going to be different this time in the month of April. You're going to pull through much more quickly and get through it much more, yeah, much more quickly, much more stronger, because you just shifted inside, Leo. There's a sense of shift in you, and you're much more positive, right? And optimistic and vibrant, I feel, for the month of April, Leo, okay? You're also going to be opening up your heart chakra much more, Leo. You're going to be much more loving, much more caring, much more open to emotion. So this is why we do have, the King of Cups here. That's why you are like the King of Cups as well. There is also like I said, you are going to be kind of like the King of Swords, where you kind of pull back a bit and you kind of are a bit more cold or isolated, and you kind of want to stick to yourself. But there are moments where you will express your love, or you will express your kindness or your waters, right? So the King of Cups is very in tune to his emotions, because your heart chakra is kind of like emanating. It's healing. So your heart chakra is healing. It's allowing you to push on forward, to be like the King of Cups. Perhaps it was closed. Your heart chakra wasn't as activated before in the past because of all the things you were going through, right? Here in the sadness you're going through. But because you're healing your solar plexus, in a way you're also healing your heart chakra, and that's helping you be like the King of Cups again, Leo, right? The Leo energy is more like the King of Wands, but you do have a water. I'm not sure if you have strong water in your sign, but you do have a lot of water in you. and but it's been blocked because your heart chakra has been blocked. But now you're unblocking it, and now you're bringing forward this part of you, this more kinder, sweeter, nurturing, or compassionate, or listening kind of Leo, right? And it's probably been suppressed. You probably didn't want to be like that for a very long time because of things of what happened to your heart space or situations in regards to love. Maybe things didn't go well. Maybe situations didn't go well with interactions, friends, coworkers, or with people or family, whichever it is. In the past, it didn't go well. So that's why you probably closed the heart chakra. But now, it's in this month of April, because you're working so much on yourself and your solar plexus, your heart chakra is also going to be open, and you're going to be much more open and being okay with being vulnerable and allowing yourself to show people your king of cups kind of side, right? So that's what I see for you, Leo. So great energy for this month of April, Leo. There's quite good things coming for you, especially with what you're trying to build. Anything that you're working, any of your endeavors, business, job relations, or anything regarding finances. That's gonna go very well for you, Leo, for this month of April. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And yes, keep working on that, and you'll see how things will progress for you, Leo. Okay. All right, Leo. So I hope you enjoyed this monthly Teroscope reading for this month of April 2023. If you enjoyed this reading, please make sure to like the video, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to donate, the link is below under the description. You can go there. And if you want to help the channel out, help me out, then you can donate there. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. All right, Leo, have a good one. Bye.